Welcome back to the Hatch Family Hustle. Now, what's the biggest issue with budgeting? Being able to stick to it. Here's our August 2026 budget. Now, I haven't updated anything since the month started. I really wanted to use this video, take this time to go through each category, be able to make adjustments in real time. So first things first, let's start with our income. I anticipate about $6,000 worth of income. Usually it's like $6,100, but I just put in $6,000 just to keep it simple for us. This is our planned income for the month, and this is what we're gonna use the budget. So for this first few, gifts and donations, auto and transport, we don't use those categories, so we'll just keep those as is. So let's jump into housing. So this is renter's insurance, rent, water, trash, sewage, electricity, and we have a home maintenance and home improvement, but we don't really allocate anything to that unless we know something's coming up. So you can see rent, it's $1,995. We've already paid that. That bar is completely filled. There's nothing else we need to allocate. For renter's insurance, we allocate $25. Water, trash, sewage, or utilities. This one's a little bit trickier because we don't know exactly what this is gonna be, but based on the last month, I believe it was $271. So we just keep it as that and then adjust. Electric, this is going to be probably around 200, I would say. During the summer with the AC running and everything, it can get up there. No adjustments here, not yet. Now, fixed expenses. So none of these really change, hence why it's called fixed expenses. Don't really need to make any changes here. $770 a month we plan for. So far we've paid just under $300, so we have about $473 left. No changes needed here. This one's pretty simple. And then the ones we don't allocate anything to is so the budgeting app that comes out once a year, the Sam's Club membership once a year, and the credit card annual fees. So we only add money there when it's time to actually pay those annual fees or subscriptions. So fixed expenses is good. Non-fixed expenses. So this is where it can get pretty crazy. We have our daughter needs, groceries, son needs, toiletries, gas. This is pretty simple, but these vary the most. Our daughter needs, we've already spent about $61, so we have $139 left. Groceries, we're doing pretty good on. You can see $318. We just got groceries recently, so I got to go in and budget those transactions and allocate them to the right group. I don't know if that $318 is correct. Son needs, so we've been getting a lot of stuff for him. We have $64 left, but I know there's been some recent transactions that I just need to go through and categorize, and that number is probably closer to almost 100. Getting close there. And then toiletries. Toiletries is a big one that we usually go over every single month. We're really trying to stay underneath that this month. And then gas, haven't spent anything on gas yet, but I'm definitely gonna get gas this weekend. I usually do about a tank a week in the CRV. It's usually about 40-ish bucks to fill up. Here's where we're gonna need to make our first change for the medical. So I've already had a doctor's appointment, my annual physical, and then I also had to get some blood drawn. So I know for a fact there's going to be about an $85 charge coming soon. So I'm just going to put this at $100 for the month. So we'll allocate 100. Now we can close this. So now the medical pops up because I've added something to it and $73 left. So actually, this is probably going to be a little bit higher because I had to get a couple prescriptions plus the appointment. So I'm going to say 115. That should be enough to cover medical. So there's the first change. Travel, lifestyle, we don't really allocate anything. So spending, so this is our spending. It's pretty slim just because we don't have a lot of wiggle room right now with just me working and Aaliyah staying at home with the kids. So we don't have a ton of spending money. I mean, I don't really spend money on myself anyways, unless it's for like my haircut once or twice a month. So that's the only thing I really spend my money on. Dollars per month. Aaliyah has 150 and then family fund is 100. So in total, it's like 325. But also this month, we're going to change something up and add a miscellaneous category. We're going to add 150 here just because there's always something that comes up. So for miscellaneous, I'm just going to add 150. This is going to cover the whole month of just random expenses that come up. I mean, we might go over, who knows what the month holds for us, but I think 150 is a good amount for now. It's already, we're over $94, but I could just have to go in and categorize some recent transactions, and then the miscellaneous category should go down. We should be good for spending. Education, nothing. So random savings, it looks like I just have to categorize a recent transaction. The $61 should not be in random savings. We don't really use that. Other, we don't use. Business, we don't use. So that's pretty much our whole budget. We try to keep it pretty simple, not a ton of categories, but try to keep everything organized. So with that, our planned expenses is about $5,500. Actual so far is just under $3,300, and remaining is about $2,200. Now, up here, it says that we have about $522 left to budget. I mean, that has to cover anything we go over for the month. It says 500 right now, but I'm sure it's not going to end like that. But our goal here is to end with a couple $200, $300 to be able to transfer over to our emergency fund as we're building that back up. So that's really our goal here, is just stay simple, stick with our budget, and have like a couple $100 that we can transfer over. And then that'll just help us get to our emergency fund goal faster and help us stay on track with our financial goals. So the thing that we're going to try out is with our non-fixed expenses here, we have our groceries. So groceries and toiletries are our main ones that we go over each month. What we've done is kind of split this $900 up into about 4, because, you know, generally there's like 4 weeks in a month. I'm terrible at math. So 900 divided by 4 is 225. So between Walmart and Sam's Club, we have $225 to work with for groceries. So the first week we were at $224. So we were right there, made it right on the bubble. We did very good. So we're hoping to replicate that this weekend and for the rest of the month. And then for toiletries, we allocate about $200 per month. So we're really have to stick to like $50 a month, or excuse me, $50 per week in order to stay under that $200 a month. So that's how we're kind of mitigating our risk of going over in our budget. Now that we've gone over the budget, you kind of have an understanding of what we're trying to do this month, some of the things we're changing for this month to stay under budget. So it's always going to be a work in progress, but I feel good about this month, and I think we're going to get back on track. Now make sure you subscribe. We're going to go through our budgets, our net worth, and investing updates. Follow the journey, and I'll see you in the next video.